Try to tell me all your secrets. You know it say with me. You know it say with me. I hope you can keep a secret.
I hope you can keep a secret.
Promise you won't say a thing. You won't say a thing.
Tell me all your secrets. You know they say for me. You know they say for me.
Alright, what is up everyone? It is Andrew Rapier here of Beat It AT Production and Publishing, bringing you guys a new YouTube video. I know I've been absent a lot, and I apologize for that. So I'm going to try to bring about more content and more videos to you guys. There is reasons why I haven't been around making videos, and it's purely for the sake of business, artists, and a whole bunch of music stuff. I'm probably going to do a news video where I cover everything coming and things I've been working on. It's just that not everything's ready to not everything is ready to pretty much be discussed. We're working on some pretty big stuff. Actually, it's phenomenally big, but that's beside the point. You guys can follow me on all my social media handles. I'll put the link down in the description to that. The Real Andrew Rapier at Instagram and Amazing Trap here at Twitter. But all that stuff is always in the description, so just check that out. Alright, so let's do a tutorial. And in this tutorial, we're going to kind of discuss about loops. And more specifically, how do you create a melody from a loop? So if we already got a loop, I'm going to play through. So we got the AT Melody Loop Kit Volume 1, which you guys can go access at beatitat.com. Go to the drum kit section, and you guys can go get the loop kit there. It includes about like 51 loops. So when you get a loop, I think a lot of people feel like they feel trapped that they have to use just a loop and not put any other melodies. In many cases, they do this because they don't even know how to start on it. So we're going to start pretty simple. As you see, most of these loops actually don't have their keys indicated. That's a fault that I will admit that Tony and I did when making this, but it doesn't really matter because you guys can finesse it, as I like to say. So that's too upbeat. Let's just choose this piano one. So it's actually 140 BPM, so it fits perfectly with this. So one thing we could do, if you don't know keys and making melodies aren't key, if we're in FL Studio, we're going to go over, double click this, right click this, edit, and we're going to go to regions. Detect pitch regions. This is not perfect. However, this gives you a great idea on the notes that are being pressed. So if we look, D sharp, D, so obviously these aren't all per se correct. So we got A, B, A sharp. I don't know if these are all correct, but it gives us a kind of understanding of what notes might be going on. And so what I'm going to do now is pull up a, oh man, what sound would be good? Let's do a bass line. I'm gonna show you guys something. Bass line that I always use. Man, I almost feel bad I'm showing you guys this. Alright, Fire Funk. Alright, so let's go ahead and put bassline. That's fine, we could just do this. Name this bassline. Name, So what did it tell us again? I think it was like D sharp. Regions. Yeah, D sharp. So pull this back up. Let's go down to D4. See, now we got everything pretty much on key. I like to work in a higher octave because the lower octave, it's really hard to hear the harmonics in it because you're going at that lower end. It's going to be coming up in that low end frequency where frequencies, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of repeating myself. So yeah, essentially it's harder to detect the transient and actual melodic structure when everything is super low. It starts getting almost mushed. So let's double check that we got the pitch regions. So D sharp, D, A, G. Do we have an F in here at any point? And so as I said, this isn't perfect. So don't like use it 100%. Your ear is the most important tool. Now, what else we can do is pull this pitch all the way up. Now what I'm doing right now is just doing some different melodic stuff, trying to change this sample around. I want to manipulate it. I don't know what I'm really doing. I'm just gonna see what this sounds like. We're just gonna get rid of that. I ain't really rocking with that. Reset. Maybe a reverse. So actually, before I start adding drums and doing all that mumbo jumbo, let's add another melody. Let's do high piano. So what I'm high piano, and what I mean by this, and I like to name things. You guys don't need to name your tracks. And if you guys want to name your tracks, I'm just clicking F2. So let's insert addictive keys. And when I mean F2, I literally click F2 right there. And then high piano. Alright, I love addictive keys. Oh shit, there goes my phone. Let me turn this off so it doesn't bug y'all. Alright, so let's get Grand Noir. And so, as I said, we're going to go back to it. Look at these notes I'm clicking in. D, A sharp, A, D sharp. Predominantly, these are kind of just like the same notes that we are bouncing around to. A, D sharp, D, F. I mean, we can put an F in. I mean, so when staying on key, it's really not as hard as what most people think. I do think, I mean, not to say it's easy, but there's a lot of little things you can do to help you get to that point. I mean, we are using technology to make music, so it's not so much where it's just by ear. We got a visual representation, and we got tools that can break apart each into almost each note or shift in pitch that can indicate which key it is. So I mean, we got a lot of tools we can use to achieve high quality production. So I mean, and I'm really not talented in music when it comes to like having an ear. Now over time, I have developed an ear and like a formulaic structure system, which it allows me to make all these melodies like super easy, without even really thinking about it, because it's honestly all doing the same thing. So let's just do it, just for shits and giggles. Let's just do a drum pattern. I'm gonna put it through. And as a reminder, I'm using the AT Melody Loop Kit Volume 1 off of the Beat It AT website. So I'm telling y'all, I really do. I really am. If you guys don't have high quality VSTs, you guys don't know what good melodies sound like, you gotta get like a foundation. And that's why Tony and I created this, to give you guys some foundation to go from. Also, I use these loop kits. I mean, I use these loops in my beats, but I modulate usually everything so much that you couldn't even tell like where it was from. I mean, I got a couple songs with an artist coming out, and I even used the loop kit in the beats. I mean, it's crazy. It's unbelievable. And you guys can go ahead and use the loops for beats and songs as well. Go ahead. All right, so now we're gonna pull up the AT sound kit 2. I'm gonna look for a kick. And now it's kind of like dusty. This is really dusty. I'm not gonna cover too much. I'm actually gonna probably do another. I'm gonna do another tutorial over EQing, and such. I've been seeing a lot of fucked up EQs lately. Not to say that I'm perfect at it, but I mean, you all need to calm down with adding in frequencies. Completely side note from what this tutorial is about, though. So, it's a sound subject. Just a little Maximus. I'm really lazy right now with the mix. We're just gonna try to get this. Let's just try to get this to sound good. I'm gonna use something out of this new kit I'm working on. Don't need it. So maybe a little AT. I'm using a snare out of the AT drum kit 1. Oh, update. This is actually very useful for you all. I turned the AT drum kit 1.0 to a free download. You all can thank me later. I did that for numerous reasons. The big reason though, I'm just not impressed with the quality of the kit. I mean, it's like a 3-year-old kit. This kit has been made for like 3 to 4 years ago. So like the quality of it as compared to like the newer kits, it's far less. Not to say it's bad, it has good samples, but I'm just not proud of it, honestly. I'm really not. So I wanted to make it free for y'all. So I mean, that's kind of one approach on making melodies around a loop, as well as adding in drums and such. I mean, I'm focusing more on the melody aspect. So maybe if we did it unreverse it. So the one part that I am questionable about is like this little segment. So how about we do this? Make unique. So I mean, let's just listen to this little beat we got going on here. I keep on wanting to say, but it doesn't even matter. So I mean, this is just a very rough foundation, just a rough thing. I wanted to show you guys how you can use loops and make melodies from it, so it doesn't sound just like another thing that you just copied and pasted from someone else. So here we go. So, just something rough. Let me know what you guys think. I hope this kind of helped you. I know we didn't really create probably the most fire beat, but I think the process of how I was showing this, as well as explanation and how you can go about creating melodies on top of loops, is more important than this beat. I just kind of made the beat for fun to keep you all engaged in this video. That's the truth. So let me know what you guys think. This is Andrew up here, and I'll see you guys later.